This video, I'm going to talk about syntax errors and expressions. So this is the program we saw from last time. You saw that when I run this program, and I'm running by clicking here, it prints out the number 5, hello world, and then the number 9. Then let's look at the number 9. See, the number 9 is the result of this mathematical expression. 7 plus 2 is 9. So you see I just added a space there. If I run this again, it'll run just fine. So, and I can add a bunch of spaces there and it runs just fine. However, if I say I put in the letter U in there and I try to run it, it's going to tell me that errors exist, etc. So it doesn't like that. I'm going to cancel that. And you can see right here, there's a little red line telling me that's a syntax error. So that is the first thing that you learn about writing programs, is that the compiler, it is very strict when it comes to what the program looks like. I'm going to save that again, gets rid of that red line. So for example, if I put in my name up here, it doesn't like that either. Right? So you cannot put English. You can't just write anything anywhere. Everything that you write on the .java file has to be a Java program, has to conform to the Java language. So when I'm writing English, English is a whole different language, so it's not Java, it doesn't understand it. However, what you can do and what we do when we want to write little comments like that is we can write slash slash, and after that, after the slash slash, then I can write whatever I want in that line. This is a comment, and that's fine. And the program runs just fine. It's not a problem. The little lines here are telling me that, that's not an English world. It's trying to spell it. So Eclipse has a spell checker there. I can add that. Oops. I can ignore that, and I'll just add that word to the dictionary. You might want to do that with your name also, so it stops doing that. So other examples. Um, if I wrote this line here. Like say I was writing 7 plus 2, and I forgot that semicolon there at the end. Right away, I get a little red mark saying no. If you hover over that, it says syntax error. Insert semicolon to complete statement. So it's actually telling me how to fix it. So you see that's wrong. You see this little curly bracket? Let's say you forgot about that. It's like, oh, you were typing too fast. You forgot to add those in. Again, you're going to get red lines. Then it's going to tell you syntax error, token. And you see it's telling me that uh, curly bracket expected after this token. So it's telling me that the curly bracket is expected there. I add that in. I still get another error. I go over there. And what does it say? A syntax error, insert closing curly bracket to complete the class body. So I can do that, insert that, and get it back to shape. So the point is that you have to be very, very careful about the syntax. So unlike English, where if I write something that is not grammatical, or if I write something uh, that it's misspelled like that, most people can read that and say, "Oh, he just misspelled that as a comment." The computer is not smart. The computer cannot do that. It cannot fix your program. So if you write something, if you instead of writing println, you write instead of the L, you put in a 1 there. Kind of looks like println, but it's not, and the computer will tell you. No, that is method print1n is undefined, so it can and actually Eclipse gives you some fixes. So if you click here, it says change to println. click there and it will fix it. Sometimes it'll fix it, other times it cannot. In any case, as long as there is an error, you will not be able to run the program. So that's something to always be careful with. You will learn, over time, you will learn all the details about the Java grammar and the Java syntax. The main thing to remember for now is that every statement must end in a semicolon. You see, every line ends with a semicolon, and then for every open bracket, I have to have a matching closing bracket. And here, even an open parenthesis is matched by a closed parenthesis, an open parenthesis matched by a closed parenthesis over here. That has to always be the case. Okay, and within here I have an expression, which is 7 plus 2, which comes out to 9. I can also subtract. So if I wanted to say 7 plus 2 minus 3, I can run that, and it'll give me the right answer, which is 6. I can do, if I want to say I wanted to multiply 7 times 5, I use the star. So I say 7 times 5, the star, which is just over the 8 on your keyboard, or so it's Shift 8 to type in. The star is the multiplication in programming languages. So I can run that, and it'll give me 35. And to divide, you use the slash, like that. So I can divide, let's say, if I wanted to divide 20 divided by 4, I can run that, and it'll give me 5. That's correct. I can mix and match these also. I can say 20 times 5 plus 13. You can run that and say that's 113, right? 20 times 5 is 100, plus 13 is 113. I can also divide 13, or say 12 divided by 4. I can run that, and that'll give me 103. So it's 20 times 5, 100, plus, and then 12 divided by 4 is 3, so it's 103. And so when you start writing these kind of expressions, it can be a little hard to see what order, right? It follows the same order you follow in math. That is, multiplication gets done. Multiplication and division go first, then addition and subtraction get done. So in this case, we multiply these two, and we divide 12 divided by 4, and then we add them. But generally, it's a bad idea or bad practice to do that for most cases. So what you can do to make it really clear is to put parentheses around them. So now this is saying, okay, first do this 20 times 5, and then do this 12 divided by 4, and then the results of those get added together. We can run that. You see the result is still the same because I haven't changed it. So you have the operators that you have are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. There's also a very useful one, the modulo operator, and so for here, which is the percent. This is the modulus, or in math, sometimes you write mod. If you're taking that class, you say x mod 5. So, and it's also known as the remainder operator. So it's what remains after you divide by the number. So for example, if I say 12 mod 10, modulo 10, I run that, and that'll be 2. So the remainder of 12, you divide 12 divided by 10, that's 1 with a remainder of 2. 11 will be 1. 10 modulo 10 is 0. And 9 modulo 10 is 9, etc. So 9 is 9, 8 is 8, all the way down to 1. And then say 22, it'll be 2. Okay.